Help support our coverage using Blueberry, the community that gives creators the ability to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get 30 days to try out the service using promo code BLUBRRY004.
So next up, Ladle Cooking. Samanti Sharon. Am I saying that right, Samanti?
Actually, it's Sumidhi. Thank you for asking.
Say that again.
Sumidhi.
Sumidhi.
Yes.
All right. That's beautiful. I love
Thank
that.
you.
So, in Ladle Cooking, I see my wife is here. I think she heard about the cooking part, and she shows up. Haven't seen her in hours.
Hey, I got your wife to come talk to you.
I appreciate that. So, Ladle is an AI-powered sous-chef. So tell me about this.
Awesome. So Ladle is an AI-powered sous-chef and brand engagement platform.
Okay.
So what we're doing, Bob, is we are actually enabling people, inspiring cooks at all levels to cook what they love to eat. So we are taking recipes from creators. You know, think about the fact that most people these days, where are they getting the inspiration? Right? Creators and influencers,
yes,
right?
Yeah,
TikTok,
absolutely.
YouTube,
Yeah,
and stuff,
you watch it and you're like, oh my goodness, I want to try that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're taking their recipes and we're allowing people to personalize that based on their preferences.
Okay.
So it could be you want to make it spicy, not spicy. You want to take it, you want to make it vegan, vegetarian, dairy-free, keto, paleo, whatever you want to do. Or you want to personalize it based on the appliances in your kitchen. So you've got a sous vide and you've got an air fryer and you've got all these different things and you're like, hey, I want to use these appliances. And we're like, okay, we'll help you cook this with the appliances you have, right? And we're also adding languages. So it'll be available, right now it's available both to brands and to consumers.
Okay.
To consumers through a mobile-first web app called app.ladle.cooking. And consumers, it's actually available, and we've got thousands of users already on it.
Wow.
And people can go there, and they can pull up a recipe, and they can personalize it. And we also have a chat bot that allows you to do really nuanced personalization. So you can swap out ingredients, and you can make it more spicy. You can make it this, that, and the other. Or you have a particular dietary need, like, you know, you're allergic to something, and you can do that. And eventually, we're soon going to be offering it in multiple languages, and then personalized across regions in the world. So that's what we're building out. And we're also providing it to brands, right? So think about OEMs, kitchen appliance companies, and CPGs.
Okay.
So they can actually provide that to their consumers and build deeper engagement with them. So you can find out more about Ladle at www.ladle.cooking and try us out at app.ladle.cooking.
And we're done. Thanks, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You took all my questions from me already.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
no, you're great. That was fantastic. So you're telling me that I have a toaster and I have a popcorn popper. You could actually figure out a way for me to make a meal out of these devices or these appliances? Or am I going a little too far here?
Well, if you have a toaster,
yes.
So toaster is kind of cool, right? Because you can use a toaster for certain things, right? So for example, a grilled cheese, right? You might want to, the grilled cheese typically you put it on, you put it on top of on a saucepan or, on a frying pan and you make it that way.
Right.
But you might want to toast your bread in the toaster, and there are things that you will do in the oven, and you can do it that way. Now, I don't think the popcorn popper is going to help. It's not going to help your grilled cheese.
Okay.
But if you wanted to make buttered popcorn in your popcorn popper, then we can help you personalize that for that popcorn.
Gotcha.
Not just a popcorn popper, but your specific popcorn popper.
Right. Okay, cool. So give me some case studies here, some ideas about what people would utilize this for later.
So let me give you an example. Talking about creators. So we just did over the holidays. So we are actually building relationships with creators, influencers, and so one of the creators is Caribbean Pot, Chris De La Rosa. He's a Caribbean creator. He's got over 1 million subscribers on social media and stuff. So he did a bunch of recipes specifically for us. We've got over 100 or so of his recipes. So one of them is his Caribbean jerk turkey. And what Chris did is to allow people to personalize that, because he's wanting to basically have different people cook it, right? People may not want it to be so spicy, or people may want it to be gluten-free, or people may want to brine it. So he gave us those specifications that we input into our platform that went to app. So what people could do, they could choose an option. So for example, if they chose the fact that they wanted to be more spicy, what ended up happening is our chatbot popped up, right? So in this app, the chatbot, which is here, will pop up, and it allows them then pops up, and they can say, make it more spicy. And then the chatbot will ask you, do you want to add jalapenos? Do you want to add Scotch bonnet peppers? It gives you options, and then you tell it, hey, I want to add jalapenos.
Yep.
And then what it does, it goes to the recipe, and in the ingredients, it actually adds more jalapenos, and then it adds that in the directions. So then you know exactly how to modify. It does it all for you.
Yep.
So all you have to do is cook it.
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So if I wanted to, I noticed that they told you my name was Bob. I love that you played along with that.
Is it not?
No.
All right. So tell me, what is it?
Well, I was going to say doofus. It's Marlo, by the way.
Oh, Marlo. Okay,
so
thanks, Marlo.
Thanks, you guys. So neither one of you're not to blame here. That's hilarious.
Well,
Somebody downstairs. I love this. They're always pulling one around here, I'm telling you. So there's like National Pasta Day, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So could I just type in pasta because I want to celebrate National Pasta Day, and then it would provide?
It'll give you all the, so yes, you can put pasta, you can do search for pasta, you can put pasta as an ingredient. We also have the ability of saying, hey, what's in my kitchen, right?
Okay.
So you can put in 3-4 things in your kitchen, and it'll basically start with all the recipes that has all the ingredients to then going down to recipes that may have 3 of the ingredients, 2 of the ingredients, 1 of the ingredients, so it goes down that way.
And then I could even go to this influencer you're just talking about and see what type of pasta
Exactly.
Yeah.
If he's got pasta recipes, you can find those pasta recipes, or we've got actually several thousand recipes now, and we're adding more every day.
Okay.
We're also partnering with more creators now. Of course, as you know, creators, they're always fun to work with, right? You want to make sure you take good care of them.
Yes.
And so for a startup, that's a lot of work, but we're slowly but surely bringing some really great creators on board. But yeah, you can absolutely search for pasta. And hopefully over time, that pasta that you cook in Vegas may be different from people's preferences in New York versus Korea versus Japan versus, so the ability to be able to personalize for regions is also something.
And that's really what this is all about, right? Is taking what might be just a standard recipe and saying, hey, I really do want to add a little more spice to this. Mm-hmm. What can I do so I don't destroy the recipe, the original recipe, right? I mean, that's what this is about.
Correct. And we actually work really hard in our platform to make sure that whatever the changes that you're doing, that they're okay to do, right? Because at the end of the day, people say a lot about AI, but AI is not accurate, right? We want to make sure as a brand that we're giving you something that you can cook and you're going to be happy with, right? So the changes that you are making, you're saying, hey, so for example, there's a goat cheese tart that I love, right? And I'm saying that it's like, hey, add feta. Right, so we now are starting to have voice capability, and it comes back and says, do you know that the feta makes it more tangy? So you're aware of the fact that change is going to impact the dish in that way.
Yeah.
And then it'll also do a quality check. So if you're doing certain things that it shouldn't do, it'll go back and check against the parameters we have to make sure what is the size and portion, and if it should be making certain things. So the last thing you want for Thanksgiving is to take Chris's jerk turkey and say make it vegetarian.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't, we're not going to give you tofurkey, right? That's not the point, right? We're trying to give you something you're going to like.
Well, very good. This is fantastic. Give us your website again.
It's www.ladle.cooking.
Okay.
Thank
very
you.
Nice. I appreciate
Cheers.
it. Sumidhi.
Yes, Sumidhi.
Sumidhi. Well, just keep calling me Bob and we'll be even.
All right.
Sumidhi. All
Thanks,
right.
Marlo.
All right. Thanks, Sumidhi. I appreciate it. So.
The Tech Podcast Network CES 2025 coverage is executive produced by Adam Barker. Technical director is Kirk Corliss. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Tracy Ingram, Xerxes Goddard, Brandy Jackson, and Aviva Cram. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, and Scott Ertz. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. The TPN studio executive is Todd Cochran. This has been a Tech Podcast Network production, copyright 2025.